Hey, welcome. Welcome to Firebrand Recovery. Good morning, Facebook. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, TikTok. Everybody that's tuning in today. Today, our video and our talk is a little bit about negativity and the thoughts of negativity that kind of overwhelm us on a day to day, those day to day struggles. And I wanted to come on to talk today a little bit about those negative thoughts. What can we do? Are you struggling? Are you stuck? Do you feel overwhelmed by those negative thoughts that invade your happy space? Then it's so easy. It's so easy to get caught up. It's so easy to get stuck on everything is against me. I can't do this. How am I going to get through it? What are my options? And we focus on those negative aspects of our day to day struggle that, well, I can't do this on my own. Or we have some self defeating thoughts or limitations. And please feel free to uh, comment in the chat or subscribe and join our YouTube page. Because Firebrand Recovery is all about healing, all about that experience, all about community, all about relationships, all about what we can do to help you walk through your struggle today. And I know that for me, negative thoughts and negativity are something that gets missed, something that gets, yes, Cheryl Lee, I can completely um, understand that. And I've struggled with that also in the past. But I want you to recognize that there is freedom and there is an option, there is a choice. Smoking is one of those things that we have thoughts and beliefs that are connected to our reasons or why we do those things. Smoking is just one of those things. There are other things that we tend to do. I know that using was my way out and stopped me from completing required tasks. Also, those self-defeating thoughts that, I can't do it without, or I need to do it in order to continue on. And those were thoughts that kind of invaded my ability to complete simple tasks. But what I want to encourage you is to write down some of those reasons, write down some of the thoughts of why we resort to those things. What are we trying to escape from? What is the hurt, the pain, the better way through? How can we make it through without smoking, for example, or using, or giving in to those negative thoughts and ideas? Well, you can start by writing some gratitude for today. What are you grateful for today? What are some positive affirmations for today? That I am whole, that I am complete, that I am not alone. the strength and the help of our higher power, in my case, Jesus Christ, helps us get through those difficult times, relying on something that is greater than us. And I know that writing it out in a journal can sometimes help process those thoughts and ideas of what defeats us from being able to complete those simple tasks, whether we feel the need to smoke or to gamble or to watch pornography or to use or to um, sometimes not even try at all. And I know that a lot of people that I've spoken to in the past have had those thoughts and ideas that I can't do it, that I'm not able to, that I'm not strong enough, that uh, I'm not complete without my gambling, without my smoking, without my using, without my need to beat myself up, right? But that's definitely not true. Those things that help us, and I know that one thing that helped me a lot through a lot of negativity or a lot of negative thoughts was praise and worship music. And there's definitely a lot of genres out there of praise and worship music that you can listen to that can help uplift you, that can help change that thought and that idea. And you know, um, that's that's just one of the many things that you can do. You can also start and list all of the negative thoughts that you have and start to weigh them out. Where's my evidence? Start to investigate, start to dig in deeper and dig under the surface of what those negative thoughts really are. What are the thoughts behind the negativity? For me, I used a lot of justifications and reasoning behind why I had to smoke or I needed to smoke or I needed to use or had to use or what I could or could not do without my source of replacement. And I definitely know that once I started to write those out and look at the negative thoughts and start to investigate where they came from, what the source of them was, a lot of it was self worth. A lot of it was uh, self limiting beliefs. I believed things about myself that were not true. I believed things about my abilities that weren't true. I was stopping myself from being able to move forward because I didn't want to feel the pain. I didn't want to have the discomfort. I didn't want to face the unknown. And I know that that can be scary. I know that that can be a spot where most people run away from. I know that we don't always want to face those uncomfortable feelings, those uncomfortable moments in life. But I do know that if we do decide to face them, if we do decide to investigate them, if we do decide to look into them and look under the surface to figure out what is behind them, why we do it, that there is a different way to work through it. There is a better way. There is a way that you can overcome them. And the tasks that I've named on the video here today, they seem simple. They seem easy. And I know what you're thinking. That can't be true. That can't be that can't be that easy. But those tasks aren't easy. They are hard. They make you look at the things you don't want to look at. They force you to take away those reasons, those justifications, the spot behind where we like to hide. And I know that it's easy to hide. I love to hide. I don't like to be in the spotlight. I don't like to bring all of my garbage forward. But I want to encourage you that when I started to do it, when I continue to look at the reasons, the justifications, the thoughts behind why I do what I do, and those negative thoughts that are buried back in the deep of in our brain, that I can bring those to the light. I can talk about them, and I can share about them. And that's what's great about Firebrand Recovery Community, is that there is a community of people that do understand what you're going through, that you're not the only one going through it. You're not alone. And I think that that's what happens with negativity. A lot of the times is that people suffer through it and they go through it alone, and they think that I'm the only one this is happening to right now. But I know that from my own experience of sharing those negative thoughts and ideas with others, and talking it out, and hearing myself say it sometimes out loud, I can hear the negativity, and I know the truth. And sometimes prayer and reflection, taking some time to, like I say, investigate and really dig deep into what is behind that thought, that negativity that's going on in that struggle, in that moment. What am I really trying to overcome? What am I really trying to get through? What am I really trying to beat right now? Is an enemy, is something that's out to destroy you, something that's out to keep you stuck, keep you bound up, keep you chained to the struggle, keep you chained to the negative thought, keep that idea in your head so that you can't break free, that you can't be joyful, that you can't have gratitude, that you can't have love, that you can't complete those tasks without um, without feeling like you belong. Yeah, for sure, Cheryl. The orphan spirit is definitely something that is there, but also those lies that we believe, um, that are there. We have to defeat those lies in order to get rid of that orphan spirit, in order to get rid of the bondage that we have to that spirit. We need to delete the lies. We need to take control of that and delete that from our day-to-day struggle, from our constant battle of daily decision making, because we have a choice, we have a decision to make. We can look at it in the negative light. We can stay stuck. We can be over here and be pessimistic, or we can be over here and have gratitude and be grateful, and face with optimism. And we don't have to believe the lies that we continue to feed ourselves and feed our soul and feed our spirit, and stay stuck and stay bonded to that spirit of negativity, and to buy in to the lie, buy into the defeat, buy into whatever our past is trying to sell us, whatever that trauma has happened in our past, where we don't feel that we can complete it. A lot of it comes from past experiences, and interactions in our relationships, or early on in when we're growing up, we're kind of groomed or primed to follow a certain logic and to try and delete that. But again, we've got to start by taking stock, right? Taking that inventory of what we truly do believe, those thoughts and those ideas, and start to investigate what lies am I starting to tell myself? What lies do I believe? And how can I turn that from pessimism to optimism, and flip that and start to look at how can I overcome this? How can God and I beat this negative thought, this negativity, this day to day struggle? The decision that I need to make today is to not live bonded to the negativity, that I need to move forward, and I need to not stand still, and I need to stay strong, and I need to have that gratitude. I need to have those journals. I need to have those investigations, and dig deep underneath the surface of what I think and what is really true and what is not true. So we really need to try to work at digging into those things. And I encourage everyone that watches, that sees this video, to subscribe to our Firebrand Recovery YouTube page, to go check out our Firebrand Recovery community. The links are in the description of this video. I would encourage you to go check it out. Feel free to join us on a regular basis. I'm going to try to continue to post videos similar to this, so that we can all be encouraged by our failure. And I know that sounds silly and it sounds crazy, right? But there is success in failure, and we only learn from failure. And today we have that choice and that decision to make, to overcome our negativity, to overcome our negative thoughts. And as you're going through your day today, I want you to capture some of those negative thoughts, and I want you to take them, and I want you to hold on to them. I want you to grasp them, and I want you to write them down, and I want you to investigate. I want you to look at them and cast them out, get rid of them. I want you to not be bonded. I want you to not stay stuck. I want you to move forward. I'm here to help you move forward. We are here to help you move forward. Firebrand Recovery is all about moving forward, not staying stuck. We want you to grow. We want you to change. We want you to evolve. We want you to know that you are not the only one, that you are loved, that you are just perfect the way you are, and that we can help, but there is a different way. So I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in to us today. Thank you so much for joining us. I look forward to more of your interactions on a regular basis. Thank you once again, and I hope that you all have a very, very, very blessed day. Thank you so much. God bless.